the battle of the backup quarterbacks. Just a question of which one will it be in Carolina. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz and NFL.com's Pat Kirwan with you, breaking down the 3-2 Panthers and the 3-2 Cardinals. And let's start right there with Carolina. David Carr banged up. Matt Moore, the rookie from Oregon State. Maybe you don't want to go with him. So they bring in 43-year-old Vinny Testaverde. Is it possible we see him start in this game?
No, I don't think so. I think, Carr did not practice on Wednesday, but everyone's expecting him to play on Sunday. He's got a bad back. He did come back into the game, and he said on the radio the other day, I didn't even think I could play. But then he went out and played. He'll be fine. He'll be out on the field. He'll play. But we might see Vinny, and Vinny knows this system. He knows the language and terminology. There'll be no downtime for him to pick it up and do it. Vinny, in a game or two, or a series or two, can still throw the football as well as anybody. Refresh everyone's memory. When he went to the Jets last year, looked pretty good right away. And then, like all 43-year-olds, fizzled a little bit. I don't know that he could sustain a long career as a Panther.
And let's not forget, after that, he was with the Patriots to back up Tom Brady as well. So Vinny Testaverde can do it. Meanwhile, you got Kurt Warner. And now this offense, because Matt Leinart is on the IR, so they went out and signed Tim Rattay to back up Kurt Warner, who is also getting up there in age. But he can lead an offense, and Kurt Warner has done a great job this season. Kurt
Warner's done a terrific job, but remember the role he's been playing. He's been playing the role of the backup that threatens to come off the bench and go no huddle on you, and so you spend a little bit of concentrated practice time on that. Now you have a whole week to prepare for him. So the first thing they did was go back and look at the Super Bowl game and the greatest show on turf. What did Bill Belichick do to this guy? He played man under two deep, and that's a real commitment to the passing attack, and basically dare Kurt Warner to run with the football. Kurt does not run the football. You're going to see a lot of that coverage. It could be a different game plan than you've seen so far this year. A little more stress on Kurt. Kurt's only been sacked once in 69 pass attempts, doing a nice job of getting the ball out of his hand. But when you play that man under two deep, it gets hard to get the ball out of your hand.
But he does have a physical running back in Edgerrin James.
Yes, and a coach who wants to run
the football. So that helps him get the ball out of his hands. So what role does Edgerrin play in this game against Carolina? Who can stop the run?
Well, Carolina's pretty good against the run. Does not phase Kenny Wisdom. I try to talk to Kenny every Saturday before the games, and he always says the same thing to me. We're not losing sight of what we're going to be here. We're going to be a great running team. And he's shown that week in and week out now that Edgerrin's going to get his shots. He's going to have to really lean on Edgerrin for the next 10 weeks because I don't think you want to have Kurt taking any more shots than he has to.
And you got to like the fact that Edgerrin James through 5 games last year was averaging 3 yards a carry. Right. About the same amount of carries, but 3 yards a carry. He's getting over 4 yards a carry. He's bouncing off tackles. He's playing better. Let's get to the AccuScore prediction, folks. Let's throw all those numbers into a ball, put them into a computer. 10,000 results, 10,000 tests, 10,000 results. And here's what it came up with for this game. Computer likes the Cardinals. 66% of the time, the Cardinals came out on top, trying to get to 4-2. Pat, do they do it?
I agree with the computer today on this one, and I see Darnell Dockett and the rest of the Cardinal defenders pressuring David Carr. He gets sacked once every 10 or 12 passes. They're going to get after him. They're going to get 3 or 4 sacks. They're going to get him to make a mistake. Larry Fitzgerald, 19 receptions in the last 2 weeks. He has another big day. I don't think they're going to have Bolden back yet. But I love where the Cardinals are going under Kenny Whisenhunt.
They're off to their best start since 2002.
And this game could have playoff implications down the road for a wild card.
Yeah, certainly could. Oh, even more than that, this game could have playoff implications because if they win and Seattle loses, Arizona would be in first place in the NFC West. That is something that you wouldn't normally talk about it after Week 6. The game begins Sunday at 4:05 p.m. Eastern. For more on this one or any other in Week 6, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com and watch everything else all over the CBS Audience Network. For Pat Kirwan, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care.